7. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare.
Hello and welcome to the Providence Cup. Today we have a Group C match between Stuffers Turn Builders and the Formulads Papi Freze and Moo and Infun and Observer. First map up will be Miami between Moo and the Observer, followed up with Papi and Infun pen on Colorado afterwards. So definitely going to be a good match. First up here, in for really hard today. You know, all four of these players are so well known and prominent. They're that good that, you know, everyone knows how good they really are. And, you know, we set up good spins will definitely make this interesting today. You know, these players definitely have the ability to do any spin that comes to them. I'd be interested to see how they deal with them and what they do to deal with it, and any problems they run into. Of course, both players will be communicating with each other, so we'll just all see how it goes down today in this game. As I said, we will quickly go over the map real quickly. It will be Miami coming up first, followed by Colorado as our second 1v1 map. Of course, Papia and Infam will be starring on them, followed by an Artist Gale and Hokkaido to end it off on. So, you know, I talked about yesterday, we did have a really good map pool, possibly the best, but I think this stops it. I actually really do. I rate Colorado, Miami, Segal, Hokkaido. It don't get much better than that, and we definitely have a great map in Miami to start off this encounter today. The spin will arrive now, and it will be Sierra Knox, Consume Poison, Ted Mendez, and Robin Knox, a Silence Pistol in the waiter. So yeah, it's a weird spin for sure. You know, you have the disguises on the other side of the map for the kill tags, of course. Robin Knox on one side with Ted Mendez, the other side Sierra with the waiter. So, you know, if the disguise were flipped, it wouldn't be that bad. It would be a quick spin. You know, the approach to Sierra Knox, you know, you have the Consume Poison and the trophy opportunity, of course, and you all have to make Sierra win the race, and she'll drink from the trophy, or likewise you can serve other chips, and it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Of course, Ted Mendes is a great disguise by Robert, and definitely, if you start waiting and make Sierra win the race right off the bat, poison the trophy, you have time to get Ted Mendes in that. But no, we'll see Moo start Marina, likewise start Dolphin Fountain, even likewise with Observer, and yeah, we'll see a quick start from both players here. Both grabbing Ted Mendes directly off the bat. This lovely tracking shot, no one sees him just for a little while here, so definitely a really nice start from both players. We're forgetting to pick up the crowbar here, giving Observer a bit of time to catch up. Thankfully, Miami isn't a map where timings matter at all, and in this spin, timings don't matter either, really. The isolation for Robert happens whenever, and likewise with Sierra, getting out of her car whenever you want. making her win the race. It's just up to the players here. Be interesting to see. Moo is looking like he will try and isolate Robert first, maybe. Is what he was eyeing up. Yeah, he will shoot the laptop first. It will be knocking out Robert first, so, while he's here, he might as well. You're passing the opportunity, take the opportunity, and I think this is a really good decision from Moo here. Like I just observer, go underneath the racetrack and up and into the VIP area now. So it looks like he will just be hard focusing that Sierra Knox kill first, um, before getting the Robert kill down. I mean, you're not wrong, Collard. We do know Observer well, and he is pretty good at using a pistol to snipe with. But against Moo, do you really want to be doing that? Because I mean, I guess if you pull it off, you're in for a good one. But the chance of you pulling that off is little to none, really. I think, and we'll see him restart from Moo here. Nothing. No red gun might have been a decision. Actually, no, maybe he didn't want to have Robert knocked out at that moment in time. Perhaps would be my own guess. Of course, Where is the freest guys here, and does have the Sugar Observer now. Of course, can crash out Sierra if he's going for the chip opportunity here, which it looks like he will be doing. So good stuff from Observer here. We'll be setting up this Sierra kill very briefly, very quickly soon here. Moving through now, we'll grab this crunch down mechanic as so commonly done on every single Miami spin. Of course, we have seen the introduction of the chili shot poisoning to get Sierra out of our car directly from the way it started. Of course, I'm guessing with this spin we probably would have seen it, but of course. 10 Mendez with Sierra, you want to have that 10 minutes straight away. He can be a bit icky to get if you don't get him straight away, of course. So it's one of them guys, 10 Mendez. If you see it, you grab it first. No matter what the spin is, really, just see it, you grab it first before anything else here. So good decision from both. Moo opted not to get Robert down this time, so that's probably why we saw him restart. Just actually didn't want to have Robert down and wanted him to be alive during this duration of the spin. But now we see Observer does crash out the car successfully. Wolfsburg backing into his way disguise here, so Sierra will be moving around. Of course, doesn't want to do the peekaboo. Only wants to just get to the area where he can serve her chips. Of course, there will be a um, female NPC and enforcer in this room, so it should be interesting to see how Observer deals with her here. Of course, she does have this cycle where she does come through here, and usually a knockout can be nice, but there is instances she can be found here. So a little risk possible here. Gets a nice shot off, and she should be fine just to collapse there. Wait, what? That Sierra will leave the car if you poison that thing in the Yeah, if you poison the chili shot in the lounge, Sierra will actually leave the car around the 152 minutes, I think. It's really nice. It gives you time really just to deal with the disguises and that. Like if you have Chic spin, you can get Chic before Sierra comes out of the car, and you go over to the garage and it's right there. We do see Moon now approach um, the Kronstadt garage. Just because of the street guy. Okay, yeah, no, I suspected that. Yes, we will see. So then again, that I guess assume why Robert's body got found. That's why Moo then didn't go for it this time, of course. But we do see Observer now get the prompt off onto Sierra. Very quick kill. This is really, of course, gives him enough time, just like the Nolan kill, to run away. Sometimes the disguise target killed, but no, in the 10 minutes disguise here. A long poison animation, fortunately for Observer, you could argue, but back into that way, disguised now and just has Robert to deal with. So a simple kill for Robert now. We usually have we usually see this pistol we use to just isolate Robert. Get in there. So it's almost a free spin, a free kill really. The science pistol for Robert, of course. Any disguise so easy to do, so accessible and an exit nearby as well. But we just see Moo rip to it, of course, and now he's a minute and a half behind and playing a bit of catch up. He needs Observer to rip. He really does need Observer to rip here if he wants to have a chance of doing this. So yeah, definitely going to be interesting to see, but not much that can go wrong for Observer, but we saw, especially with the game yesterday, things can go wrong. So yeah, we're going to see what comes about of this spin here. Moo, likewise with Observer, did trank this woman in here. We'll be fine just to leave her there as he then blends in and gets ready to serve Sierra. Does remember to poison it, of course. You do want to serve her with the poison food, which definitely always does help. So yeah, Moo will have this Sierra kill done very soon, but Observer, the laptop has been shot. He's up on the expo roof, and yeah, no, not. He's also up Observer now. He just needs to sensibly get the knockout off. Just has to be a bit careful of Robert's guard. You could argue with his little stutters and that, but really, he will be a player that knows, and especially with Infun is here, definitely will be fine just to have that in the back of his mind here. So yeah, Robert is approaching the laptop now for Observer. Don't move yet. Guard can have starts, doesn't for Observer. Clean knockout onto the guard. Will get a headshot onto the back of Robert Knox. Both targets down for Observer now. Has a spare trank, so will opt just to trank both the high security guards in the box room here. Grab a shotgun to bust open the door, and the helicopter exit is right there. Moo's unfortunately with that rip, and another rip comes through for Moo, and Observer will be leaving Miami and taking Miami. Given a Formulads, a really nice start here. Florsman by to start things off from Observer. Really nice start from Observer there, and Moo's unfortunate. Robert got found, and if Robert got found, that could have easily been a different story, and it would have been interesting to see if isolating Robert when Moo did would have been a good decision. Of course, I mean he would have got Robert Knox in a position where he was close to the laptop, so the isolation would have been quicker, and would that same time have been the difference. But unfortunately, Robert did get found, and Moo's got put on the back foot straight away, and there's no coming back with that Observer run there. So yeah. We'll welcome back our other two players. Here will be Infun versus Papia on Colorado. Another interesting map, and we will take a quick break before we will see Colorado coming up.
Good morning, 47. We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Sodas, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
Moo's internet drops, so we'll have to maybe get a delay.
He said
So
that.
yeah, welcome back. Of course, we will have Infun Observer in our ear now. We will hear an insight to what they're thinking coming into the next map here of Colorado. It's going to be interesting to see how the communication side of things really does prove helpful in the Providence Cup. Having that person in the ear just to make this spin easier and less nervous for you is motivation, or just help, or for some teammates, just taking the piss out of each other and calling each other shit. I think that's personal experiences with Fame, though. And yeah, Colorado is our next map coming up. Again, another nice map. I really like Colorado. It's, to me, the best Big 5 map. I really enjoy this map, and it's a map where anywhere can rip you. For sure, anywhere can rip you. With your isolating Ezra from Superstar to just running across the map, anytime you can go red guns. And I love it. And it's just that you always have to be aware on Colorado. You can't make any mistakes. If you knock out the point man and leave his body, you can't leave any weapons around. You can't leave any knocked out naked bodies around, because they'll run to the apricot, or what's it, the apricot king shed, and they'll just see the point man's body.
Should
So
be
it's
still.
just this awareness and concentration the players are going to have on this map that's going to be really testing. And I think this is where we see how interesting this is going to be, especially with the teammates in our ears. Um, so yeah, we're going to see what Infan's thought process, and I really like this feature. Just being able to hear this. And as observer says, Effie, it's a map you can lose. I think Mando originally came up with it, and I think we just take the piss out of it now. The spin will arrive now. Will be Sean Rose, fiber wire, militia soldier, Penelope fire as militia cook, Maya Pavati, SMG is the point man, and Ezra Bird, loud shotgun is Sue. So I definitely think we'll see a live Sean Rose kill be done in the house. I'm not for certain, due to the fact that you have a Penelope loud kill. Although it's an accident, it's still loud and will cause panic. And Ezra loud kill. You really have to be getting Sean in the house here. For sure. And it's the right decision for sure. Unless you want to, of course, get the free mask upstairs. But again, that might waste a bit of time. But it definitely does give you enough time. You need everything on this map. Unless you use the SMG loud for Maya, or you let Penelope roam and try and get a fire somewhere out. It's not a legal spin because of the fact that it's SMG. If it was loud SMG, oh, it is illegal actually. It's illegal because in Providence, fire you can't use the Molotov, so there's no fire. I think that's why it was a legal spin. Um, so we'll see a respin come through. Thankfully, we wouldn't have that. But yeah, it's the observer and then fun discussing now. It is old fire pool, so no Molotov. So basically, like we won't see fire on Sapienza because of that there's no fire opportunities at all, and it wasn't legal before the Molotov. Um, which is I like it. It means no more cringe Molotov, but I really would love to see the players approach that map, and I like the discussion from Info Observer there, noticing what they needed and what they had to do. Observer's little help of like, okay, well you need this, you need that. I'll do this, do that, and you get inputs from other people, and that's something that, especially when you have to concentrate so hard for a spin, it can be so helpful and so nice. So I'm sure, especially with these bigger maps, this is where we'll see the teammate element come through a lot, for sure.
Hopefully his internet is okay. I can still see he's on phone, so hopefully it gets sorted.
So no. Hopefully we have a spin not much like the other one. I mean, it was crazy difficult. You needed the iron for every site, of course. You have to bring the SMG unless you want to do the loud SMG. There are loud shotguns on the map, of course, but I assume we have seen one brought in. Um, so yeah, definitely, it's a map Colorado that can be loadout heavy, but loadout heavy doesn't matter. You don't need tranks for any of the disguises. It does make them quicker and a little bit safer, you could argue, but you don't need them. You don't need tranks for any tight isolations. You just need a way to get into the house and that's it, and you're done. So it's all good. A spin 2 will be here. Sean Rose 5 wire again as Mr. Cook. SMG Scarecrow for Penelope. Fallen Object Minister Soldier for Ezra. And Assault Rifle Explosive Specialist for Maya. So definitely another loadout heavy spin for sure. Fallen Object Ezra will be a bit challenging, of course. It will cause panic in the house as soon as hackers see his body. So yeah, it's gonna be weird. I would definitely suspect a suit start here. Definitely a sensible position. And yeah, it is hard. I mean, the Scarecrow kill, thankfully, is on Penelope and in the house. Ain't that bad to get over to. Um, the SMG as well. Yeah, you would bring one in, but again, it's not the end of the world at all in terms of the layout, the spin. Of course, fiber wire as well. So good. And yeah, we do see the attack SA brought in from Papia here, swapping to the Mission Elite just outside, and we'll get Ezra isolated in this basement here. Definitely the sensible decision here for sure. And fun even. Likewise, what Papi's doing just a bit behind at the moment. So yeah, definitely. You could argue straightforward spin, of course. Sean doesn't matter if you get him in the house or not. I mean, you will be the militia soldier. It's not like Scarecrow or Suit for an object Ezra where you have to try and run to the exit. You could argue in that disguise, and again, it's not that bad at all. But yeah, this is it's nice. It's definitely a nice spin. You could get Sean in his hut if you wanted to, but again, it doesn't really matter where you get him here. So it's all good. Definitely a really nice spin coming up here. And I think we will see different approaches from both players. What kills they decide to go first, where they do the Sean kill, what explosive specialists they get, how they get the cook, etc. Definitely gonna be a nice spinner for sure.
What is there to gain? I know how to get an explosive, especially its first cycle. Fancy, but maybe overkill. I guess we'll see.
In fun now, waiting for Maya Vivati. No, Penelope Graves even. Papier will opt to get the militia cook before going over to the Maya. So you would assume that he will be getting cook on the way, as we see in front of Clan now. He will get that Sean kill done first and straight away. Not responding to the throw action, however. So it's been a bit of a dickhead. We'll have to box him as well because the Piston soldier that comes nearby, and of course doesn't have a trank. Spin didn't let him bring one in. So it definitely has time to do this, and I think it's definitely the right decision here from Papio, just getting this kill down straight away. It's going to make this spin a lot easier and manageable for him, you could argue, especially with all the boys that will be in the house if you decide to get Sean in there. So yeah, we'll have this Maya isolation done soon as well. So yeah, nice for sure, really nice spin here, activates the conversation, and we'll have the throw distraction onto Maya here, getting her down very soon. Likewise with Infam. We do see a trank though on the Misha Cook, so we'll get rid of some dragon, but he will run to the point man shed. Thankfully in this spin there is no point man to worry about, so he can leave any guns, any weapons, any disguises there to free will. Pappy now, don't knock out Maya there. That's a bit risky, fam. But he will knock out Maya here and drag her into this little room here, and it's safe to leave her there for the meantime. So yeah, almost every target dealt with now. We just have to wait around for Sean to come into this hut here before clearing it out. Then, of course, not killing Sean. Wants to be as careful as he can, because if Sean sees anything, immediate lockdown and you're done for. Lockdown on this map and it's done. It's done, and you talk about ripping anywhere. This is the place I think on the spin where the rip is most likely to come in. Of course, actually as a fallen object, you could argue as well, but I mean, I actually think this is the most almost how to explain the most unthought about rip opportunity. But Happy deals with it so well here. Gets silent attack, the throw distraction, and the throw care even, and Pappy will be getting the first kill down onto Sean Rose. So yeah, one kill down for Papia here. Sean coming in to the hut as well. Gets nice times that Pappy did on these technicians, you could argue, but he will wait for him to go wash his hands before doing anything. Pappy now will be getting the explosive specialist disguise, so we'll be dealing with that my kill next, and it definitely does make sense here. Just sit after this, you don't have to go back over to this side of the map. So a nice bit here in fun, just a bit behind from the slower planning, and does have that Sean kill down now. So it's definitely playing a bit of catch up here. Pappy are going so smoothly that if he keeps going the way he's going, you definitely favour him to win the spin. But again, anything can happen, and you really hope for the best here, especially with how the game's been going recently for some players. Has the AR on the back of his back, and his second kill for my fight will be done soon. We'll just have to deal with this Penelope kill, which I assume we will see done next. I would definitely do this Penelope kill next. Of course, the Ezra panic, bodies will wander into the basement and they will see the guards. So yeah, I think Penelope here will definitely make sense doing next. But of course, grabbing a militia soldier from here ain't the end of the world at all, and very sensible decision as well, going from Papia. Getting here next. The sleeping guard in the corner there, no problem whatsoever, and it's fine. Just dump the guy here and leave the body, and all safe and sound for Papia here now. So has majority has all he needs really. Does have his Does have his militia soldiers, guys. The Ezra kill has something to shoot the chandelier with as well. See what he does. Will he go to the scarecrow, or will he go and deal with Ezra first? And this is where the decisions could come through. Infant does have a kill down onto Maya, and will follow suit onto this militia soldier grab soon. Pappy will opt to go for the Ezra kill first, it seems. Or will he leave the militia soldier? It's very weird. We'll see Infant use a tranquilizer on this guy this time, unlike we saw Pappy knock him out and drag him into a safe box. So definitely a nice decision there. Papia now opting to drag Ezra. This might be a bit scary. He has to watch out for the hackers, the militia elite upstairs as well. There's a lot of ice here he has to be careful of, and it's just patience now. You have to be very patient for Papia here. Does decide to drag Ezra out now, and it's a bit of a heart-stopping moment. Has a Kluger. And will drop the chandelier. What's he going to do next? How's he going to get back into the basement? That's all he needs to do now. Does opt to run for it and get in there safe and sound. Ezra will be found, and a bit of panic will be caused, but hopefully not enough, and he will be fine to go and swap him into the militia elite and go over to the scarecrow now, and that's definitely his final priority here. All he needs is that scarecrow disguise. Running back over. Why is he running over it? Is he doing something? I don't know. Is he left his briefcase or something?
I don't think he did either, so there's no reason.
And it appears that's what he's doing.
So what do I keep dropping something in front of them? It'll delay their investigation.
Oh yeah, he left his stash over here. That's a bit of added time, and Infun will try and get a bit of time back here.
I think this is too late, right?
What's funny? He's trying something with Ezra's mask, and Sean's mask even, and he does get it here. So again, we like a little bit of conversation as well from Infun Observer there about does he grab it there or what, and still I love that aspect of this so much. But you know, the delay on grabbing Sean's mask here gives Pappy a bit of time to get back in it. Back already was in the lead, but you know the time he wasted getting the SMG, he definitely has made back now, for sure. And has the Scarecrow guys and one kill left on Penelope Graves, isolated in the basement already. You might have to drag one of the militia elites left outside so he can grab the disguise with no hostile glitch. But I mean, in this area where he's in, it's so easy to get to the Westbridge exit with no problems whatsoever. Final kill done for Papia now. We'll swap into the militia elite, not trespasser, I think, but still might have some dots above people's heads. But no, it's all fine here. Run to an exit. Papia Freze, what such a great run. Quick plan, and it will be run towards the exit here. And taking Colorado, tying the series 2-2. Yeah, really impressive there from Papia Frez. And that's points back on the board, you know. I think last time these two played, it was a 2-2. 4-4 even, and you know, we're on the trajectory on that again, and you know, it might be the other game in this group between where these teams play the other team, which would decide who wins the group, who comes second. And I'm sure they'll want to get as many points as possible from this game, as we will head to Segal next. So we'll take a quick break.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
Hello, welcome back. We will have Arsegal as our next map here, travelling into the edge of Scotland in the Atlantic Ocean. So, yeah, very good map, and I love the variation on Sgal. I'd go and say it's one of the best two-target maps in the trilogy. It's such a good strat here.
What do you reckon?
and
It's actually different.
It's just the variation makes it so good. Of course, you know, any spin can be done in two ways. Is this Edinburgh? No, it's not my style. Edinburgh is less glamorous than this. So we will be joined by Papu and Moo for this because they did win the last map, and hopefully we'll see, you know, they carry that momentum forward, going into their own map pick here. I know Moo and Pappy, just from a personal experience, are big fans of this map, and, you know, very experienced in anything. Of course, you know, this Arc member start, the Custodian start, using the emetic gas grenade, or even just the gold barlow that we used to see done, or even the phone. Then of course, Ask It a start, Chapel start. So much variation here, and it's such a good map for that reason, you know. And there's plenty of disguises which can make it interesting, and lots of melee weapons. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure here. It's gonna be a good experience going to Segal now. In terms of what I like to see, you know, burial robes make it interesting, but, you know, when we see the types isolated, burial robes ain't hard at all to transport the disguises. It's just getting the disguise itself, which might cause issues. But again, the snare, or even just the chloroform flask in the hut itself with the burial robes, makes it a lot easier. Of course, it's an instant snare when you drop it. So we'll have Scal next. The spin will come through. We'll have Zoe Washington, Loudest MG as Blake Nathaniel, and Sophia Washington, Pistol, MOC. So definitely nice. And this is the straight away Moo says, shall we start Chapel? And that's my first thought. You see MOC and you think, got Chapel for sure. Sophia will be dead within 2 minutes starting Chapel. We will miss Blake Nathaniel, but you will have a spot. You will have a spot for sure with the emetic gas grenade. Of course, plenty of boxes as well to hide the bodies, and you might have to move one of the bodies specifically. Of course, there's 3 boxes, 6 spaces, and there's 5 bodies that will be put into the room. So for sure, have enough space to do it in the MOC room here, and I definitely think Chapel is the right decision here. And Moo and Pappy so experienced in it that, you know, shouldn't be much issue to them. Observer and in fun still planning here. With the loadout that Observer's going for the moment, you would assume that it is a going to be an architect start here. And Moo showing how easy it is, you know, just one shot distraction and another one for the MOC, and you're in a really good position here. So yeah, they're definitely the one to watch here. We'll turn them up just a little bit as well, so we can really hear what they're thinking about. And it's such a good isolation. This, you know, you get so much done. You have both ties down, and this Sophia kill, you know, it's just a bit out of the way in terms of disguises, but it gets done straight away and quickly, which is really what you want on the map like Scowl. And definitely a nice strat. And if you don't know the Chapel ISO, learn it, because it's so good. But Observer is still loading in. If I'm going for a slower variant, you could say, of this Chapel isolation, and might miss Sophia.
Struck out to DM me.
But yeah,
Other
Moo having Sophia just ahead. FPS issue, I think. but does have Zoe isolated now, of course, in the MOC. Missing the SMG pickup, but it's all good in the end. And you will just have to run through this bad exit here. Papia, not that far behind, just waiting for Zoe now. So yeah, gonna have this Sophia kill done in the next, what, 30-ish seconds. It's such a great lure though. Just the drop of the coin just to get this guard isolation is all good. But Papia talking about having a fast Sophia, and that's not what you want with Chapel. You don't want a fast Sophia because you'll miss her. But you're not waiting around that long for the peak to be back onto her around the 4-minute mark on the stairs. So you get does the time to go give the great Blake. Oh God, the Blake Nathaniel disguise. Bit of a mouthful for me there, but no.
156.
He's looking there, and he should be fine for sure.
Please just
Getting
knock
there.
her out and then shoot her just in case.
Yeah, of course.
Moo does get the thing off and just giving Pappy just a bit of a prep talk now before the kill comes through here. So yeah, Moo now with Sophia kill down.
Got Sophia down.
Oh wait, getting into that bathroom's not going to be easy, is it?
So yeah, no,
you can peekaboo,
for
the
sure,
architect
so
in the
nice
control
here,
room.
so nice from Moo and Pappy here. Just needs Blake Nathaniel now and their Lala SMG, which I guess is stashed close by in the Hyperborea room.
The architect.
So yeah, really good here.
I nearly ripped one, I got away with it.
Okay.
Moo now with a peek off onto a architect, I think, for an easy grab here. And actually still makes Blake Nathaniel timing for this micro look.
Wait, is
So-
Blake even still there?
Will we go?
I know you'd have to wait for a cycle.
It should go for it, but Blake's not there,
Oh,
Moo. So
how long's it going to take?
he's gone into that room all for nothing. You could argue,
I've
but
loaded someone else up here.
shouldn't be
Meanwhile,
waiting that long. But we'll have to deal with someone else in the meantime.
That's true.
Papia does get a architect
this
disguise,
So I'm
just
going
so he
to that
can
as well.
move around downstairs in this area free. But no, they will just wait
One
for
left
Blake
broken
Nathaniel to
down
come back
there,
round in
you
this
could take another
cycle
lever
here,
the next time.
to get this lovely little micro
Custodian you
micro audio device upstairs onto
Which
Blake.
is not allowed up here anyways, right? So there's no point swapping into it.
Ah, shit. I just see Blake at the gallery, I think.
Yeah, and Blake, yeah, Papia's right here. Blake will be in around the gallery area, so we'll have to be waiting
Yeah,
a bit
I
of
will as
time.
well.
But I mean, they do have the time to wait. Of course, they have everything they need really for this Zoe kill. Of course, she's down. The SMG's close near, and yeah, not. They can't wait their
We're
the time
waiting.
out here. Infa now has the
Don't have anything else for him.
Sophia kill down,
Yeah.
but doesn't have Zoe isolated and doesn't have that the freedom like
What
Moo
if
and
his
Papia
cycle's
do.
like
Likewise,
5 minutes behind? I ain't
Observer,
got a clue.
he has the Blake Nathaniel disguise. Opted for that first with the architect start, but
Right,
did
I think he's coming back up now. So he should be there.
But, I mean, we'll have to-
maybe.
Zoe kill first, and I think she's in a position where the constant
You have to
won't
wait
get
for the
panicked,
leaning animation, do you
so
know?
you won't.
May as well, right?
So you won't actually
Probably,
panic the constant, so you can have the helicopter exit available to you,
Yeah, maybe this wasn't. I
which is
didn't know he
definitely
moved
a
that,
lot
I thought it
nicer.
was
Having that
rocket.
close exit is all good here.
I also didn't think about it.
Moo and Happy are still waiting, but I think we'll see Observer now initiate this MOC lure, stop into the skies, and yeah, it will be done for him first. We'll opt to hide the bodies first before trying to start the lure a little bit earlier, and then try and get the bodies down. But yeah, just either way, as long as he gets it done, it doesn't matter how and how slow you do it, as long as you get it done. But of course, you have the pressure of Moo and Happy, are great players. Their presence, I'm sure, will make them try and make
I got it.
time go as quick as possible, really.
Yeah, he's coming up.
In fun now,
Can
we'll
you see my screen
lure
right now?
guard into it
Like, I don't know where he
um,
is.
with a loud SMG or.
What time did you activate it?
I don't know. Before you can do it now. I think.
I'm not sure, but yeah, Pappy now does have Blake Nathaniel coming up and does tell
He's
Moo
on the other side.
to
your
do it
left.
as well. So yeah,
He's
um,
on there.
so
He's not there.
Blake Nathaniel not there for
don't know,
Moo
maybe-
apparently. So he's there for Pappy and not there for Moo.
Maybe he was there already.
No, it wasn't. I saw him and then he like disappeared from under me. Yeah, I've ripped. I need to swap the strat, I
shit.
think.
Just go for a medic device then.
Oh, Marie plan for Moo 5 minutes in here. Of course, you do have the freedom to just swap out the gas, the micro audio device for the gas grenade or the gas device. But Papia does update Nathaniel successfully, but it doesn't matter. Papia takes his time on this kill now because he starts to wait for Moo to finish here for them to take the
Don't
points.
fade,
So Observer
You're waiting on me
lagging
anyways.
Zoe here.
Yeah,
Her
I'm
his
gonna
guard, her
in the
guard
shade.
is still up. This is how has he managed to do that?
Yeah,
But does
I
have the
don't know where it
Brian
went.
SMG with him. Will get the kill off. Doesn't get the kill. Doesn't shoot her in the head, and we'll have to quickly do the kill again. Doesn't opt to go for the kill, and will be a rip. Her arm just covering her head, and he shoots her arm. Unfortunate rip from from Observer coming in there, and Moo definitely back in it now. And I think this is the last game. You know, it was Moo and Observer unfortunate rips, and it was them almost in a 1v1, like they were at the start of the game. Info now is dragging around some bodies, just waiting for Zoe to come here to get this knockout and kill off onto her. Pappy gets the Brian damage SMG out, will climb the ladder up towards where Zoe is isolated. Of course, wouldn't have hit the bodies from earlier, so we'll have to go deal with them briefly. Of course, it is a loud
Oh my
kill.
god.
People will be alert, and we'll have to just
GG
you will have to
rip.
deal with a lot of bodies here.
But
Moo
I
causing
think I'm gonna have to leave the custodian up.
he's having some issues with and we'll have to leave custodian of course if he
I
does
was
want to
way in
get this
front of the
kill done
guard
straight
got
away,
caught
and
late, then when I bumped
just a
to
bit of
stop and
issues
the
with
guard caught,
Zoe
she started
having
running.
a bit of issues in terms of her position, her guard's position, and just her general movement, which
I don't
definitely
think
is
the custodian
understandable
ever
here.
takes around
Papia
them.
now, all the hidden bodies, oh no, not the hidden bodies yet. We'll have them very soon. Does hide the elite guard in the empty box, so won't have any issues when killing Sophia. Does shoot her in the head. This killing Zoe even does shoot Zoe in the head, and that will be
Behind.
Papia. Swapping to the elite guys. Oh, that was close, and more rush coming out the door, but it's all good.
Yeah, a
Papia
bit
is on
pointless.
the
I don't know
helipad
what I was doing.
by the exit, and it will be finishing first, but we'll just have to wait for Moo now.
Then
No
multiplies
rewards
now.
finishing first, of course.
Yeah.
Just be with Moo for the rest of this spin.
I'll
In
run and grab the
fun.
elite
What
guard
is
as
he
well,
doing
so
here?
just
What's
get
he
down there
considered
and pace
doing?
it at his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, again, I said he has time to kill as well. He does have to wait for Observe to finish, so has time just to play things safe, do things safely, etc. Here. What
Also, I'm
what is he trying to do here? What
because it's one-handed.
is he trying to knock out these two guards or what? Is he trying to get back in the room? He has the loud SMG. What's he trying to? Well, Trank Guard, unless he's trying to make it soundproof, but he won't because there's a door, there's a room next door.
I hear
So what is
the
he
constant
trying to
coming
do
in.
here?
I'm
Gets a
not
sign,
there,
or gets a subdue off onto this guard here. Moo now on the elite guards, guys. We'll just have to grab his gas grenade or gas device, put it on Blake. So we'll be quicker than still waiting around for the audio lure onto him. Observer now hiding all the bodies in the MOC room. We'll do the lure very soon and get Zoe in this room. In fun,
He's
knocking
got
out the
back
two
from somewhere, I
guards
think.
and dealing with their bodies, unless he just did it for
he
safety
has to,
reasons.
right?
You know,
He can't go
I mean,
anywhere
it makes sense why he would
He
want to
didn't
do
used
that. To be honest,
before I had
the
to
loud response kill in this game, the response to that loud
He
shot,
faked another way, which I
it
think
just
was
seems a lot
not
quicker
right,
these
actually.
days. But it's in the Blake Nathaniel's disguise, isn't the wrong
Blake's allowed that
disguise?
chopper, yeah or no?
We'll have to wait.
I'm sure I changed into a lead.
We'll have to
'Cause he
swap
was
into the
threatening
MOC
the
quickly, but yeah, in fun, definitely a nice position here.
But I can check that
I mean,
on.
We'll
I
swap
mean,
in-
for heading
oh,
there,
don't no, in fun, please.
how
please.
did you get there?
Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. No, I'm stupid.
Um,
Yeah, it's the right kill.
I
It's the
went
right kill.
all
It's
the
all
way
good.
around.
It's all good. I don't know why I'm panicking. I don't know why I'm
through the
panicking.
underground.
It's in a
I
similar
guess
position with
Vegas
Observer
just
where her arm was
from
popping,
helipad.
just covering her head, but does put enough bullets into her to kill her.
Leave then?
Swap
No,
into
it
the
doesn't
elite
work.
guard, and look how quickly the guards respond to that. But it's all good. Runs into the helipad. And we'll be exiting as well. So it's just a race between Moon and Observer here. Moo definitely in the favourable position
Well,
for
that's not box, that's
sure.
Yeah,
He is
well,
in a
from
similar
the
position to Observer,
I'm just
but has Zoe down and has a Sophia kill. So
My elite guard's in the middle.
has definitely in the lead here. Where he does this Zoe kill will depend on his risk in swapping to the elite guard. Should be fine, nevertheless.
Everyone box.
you
And
just
yeah,
gotta
it's
be
gonna
aware
be
that
in-
the guards came in pretty quickly.
It's going to be interesting here. We do see Papia giving a bit of pep. The guards do come in
He might
quickly
be
for
coming
sure.
back into
So
the
could
lead.
even just hop into a box, you know. Does opt to get the kill now. Does hide the body. Is he going to swap disguises?
Yeah.
Will opt to swap disguises. A
I'm
quick
getting ready to
response
press down.
again. But wow. Just swaps so quickly and so nicely by the exit. That'll be stuff as Stan Builders taking Segal and taking the lead 4-2.
Decent, I'd say.
Huge
So yeah,
raid was terrible, we
more
got lucky.
important points here.
Yeah.
And much wanted
had
points and
enough,
accepted points, I'm sure,
just
for stuffers there.
audio device will
So
make
yeah,
this
definitely
shit.
nice, and they will be taking the lead into the last map, and I'm sure they want that momentum going into Hokkaido, a map where if they win, they'll take the series 6-2. So that's
Yeah,
a
we
quick
want that,
a
nice.
quick break before heading into Hokkaido.
Good morning, 47. The board has sanctioned Eric Soda's for termination. After Colorado, we did some digging into Soda's private affairs and discovered that he has been fast-tracked for critical heart surgery at the hyper-exclusive Gama Private Hospital in Hokkaido, Japan. Such a display of power has Providence written all over it. Sodas, who suffers from a rare condition known as situs inversus, where his internal organs are reversed, desperately needs a right-sided heart transplant and has clearly betrayed the ICA to get it. He was admitted last night and is currently being prepped for a 3-day surgery. We have booked you into Gama under the usual guise of Tobias Reaper, corporate shark, here for a standard medical checkup. As such, you will need to play it by ear and procure whatever tools you need to complete the mission. You also need to eliminate Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Sodas has already given Yamazaki access to our client records and has agreed to provide a full list of active ICA operatives post-operation. This transaction cannot be allowed to happen. Sodas must pay for his treachery, and his insidious employers must be taught a lesson. ICA's sovereignty is at stake. Powerful as Providence may be, we need to draw a line in the sand. I will leave you to prepare.
So yeah, welcome back. Just a bit delayed. It's my mistake. I was getting some water. I've done a lot of talking, so I'm sure you can respect the observer. We'll be getting the spin done. Respectable indeed. And yeah, not that bad in the in-game time either. So yeah, definitely a lovely Segal spin, and we saw the difference in this strat. We saw some chapel starts, some chapel ISOs, an architect start, different ways to grab Blake. It was beautiful. It's so good, but yeah, Cardo is going to be an interesting map next. I mean, I'm sure we'll see similar strats from all the players there. We'll be joining in Full
Yeah,
Observer
wish.
for the spin here.
wish I knew it.
They're a bit loud and Papia.
Just
Moose
anyway,
adjust my audio's level really quickly, and yeah, it's gonna be a nice map heading up here.
Okay, I'm gonna actually pause this round to bathroom. Be 1 second.
Of course, there is lots of options for isolations. Yuki, not so much for Eric Solos. Of course, you have the Gondola, Sushi Law, Sonala. You have that new thing, Throat Found yesterday, which I don't know the name of. What else? The Seeker strat, of course, as well. So lots of places to get Yuki, and it could be the difference. We saw yesterday with Hokkaido, a Suna being used for a strat where you'd question the Suna usage, and it would have been quicker just to Seeker, and you know we did see the Suna just cost time and cost the map because of it. I'm sure Papi and Moo, observing in fun, will know what to do. What's the quickest route? Can I get to Seeker Yuki in this time from the morgue start? Get the Sodas killed out straight away, or just even get a Skies over there to get Yuki dealt with first and then quickly.
Right, I'm back. Nice.
So yeah, definitely going to be interesting here, and what happens is going to be
Finisher for the meme.
interesting for sure.
I should not finish it for the meme. It's 20 seconds. Oh my god.
I just don't want to see a spin where it forces sauna. If they do sauna, fair enough, I respect it for safety reasons. But if it's a forced sauna, it's a boring spin. And I'll stand by that fact by the day I die. I'll down that hill alone if I have to. So the spin will arrive. It will be Aristoda's sniper rifle, handyman, full suit.
Ah,
So
and then get handyman.
Yes.
This is really, really, really
speed
fast.
run spin here, record spin for sure. You definitely would start speaking of the quick Yuki, and yeah, players Moon Pappy, wow, straight in fun as well, straight in observer, bit behind on the planning, and yes, might cost him here, you could argue. But I mean, this is gonna be good. The reaction. If you I am an observer in fun's receive, so you know.
Get the handyman,
My
right?
fingers are crossing a little bit. Yeah, reactions for one rip, of course. You're in this territory, especially with this spin on Hokkaido, where if you rip once, you're in the danger zone for sure, and you're gonna have to hope your opponent rips. Moon Papi are basically identical here. Gets a knockout onto one guard, gets a knockout onto two guards. Will be the Yuki kill. Gets a no push prompt. But it's fine just to knock her out and dump her here. So yeah, first kill done from Mu Papia, and Fun will follow up very soon, just like Observer. So yeah, Chris will have his work cut out soon. Yeah, so both players will, Mu Papia will be moving towards the gardens now for this Trankov onto the handyman. This is where we saw Observer stash Garage. I'm not sure where we saw the stash from Mu Papia, but the decision of what stash use could be a bit interesting, could be the difference here for sure. Neither players have a trank. Pappy didn't have a trank, I don't think. Mu does, so we'll be able to trank. No. Yeah, Mu will trank him straight away. Papia won't. We'll have to distract him all the way up here. We'll have to do a chain distraction to get this handyman. So I might give him Fun Observer a little bit of time back in it. No, Papia just doing that just a bit, but Observer with a rip, a bit sad of himself. Just have to get that out of his mind. He has to get that out of his mind straight away. You know, it's not, you don't really think about that because you know Moon Fun and Moon Papia can rip. You know, it's definitely not all out of it yet. Moon Papia though, heading towards this garage for the stash. Will be heading up towards the morgue very soon for the area so there's wall banging. Yeah, definitely in a really nice position here. In Fun, however, knocking out this handyman in the garage, a very nice grab here, especially with the free access from the bodyguard. Again, free from killing Yuki. So his sniper rifle right here will be heading up to Sodas, but unfortunately with that observer rip, you know, not in the most favourable positions here. And Mu now will miss the first shot, not miss the second shot. Of course, that sort of disguise there's ain't trespassing. Multi cams for a bit of whoosh, a bit lucky there. Observer, one whip turned into two, and yeah, but it's just too late. Papia and Mu heading towards the exit. In fun, taking a bit of time in the So's kill, but yeah, Pappy and Mu straight in and straight out, taking the points on Hokkaido, and will be 6-2 Stuffers turned Builders.
Even though I was down by the glass doors.
GG's indeed. What a game that was. Finished by sadly a speed on spin, but at the end of the day, it's all good, and you know it's great to see the approach from all the players there, what handyman they took. Unfortunate for Observer, but we see Moon Papi finished so far before and Fun that even if you didn't rip, you definitely favour Moon Papi in that position there. But again, it's a spin where it could have gone either way. Observer has if Observer gets that kill off onto Zoe, they win Segal. You know, if Ian Fun was a bit quicker on to Colorado, it could have taken Colorado. Mood didn't rip on Miami. It could have gone, so this game could have gone either way to say. The points could have gone in any direction, in any amount of the direction as well. But today it does go 6 points to the Stuffers and 2 points to the Formulads, and I'm sure it's very much appreciated points for Papia and Mu here. As we'll take a quick look at the brackets, of course, it is a Group C game. Not updated yet, but I mean we can give it a refresh, see if it updates. Not yet. I think we're going a bit too quick for Chris, and we can use a bit of maths here. So Formulas will go on to 3 games played, put them on to 12 points. Stuffers only 2 points behind with 1 game in hand on them. So you know, a little battle up top between there. You would favour the Builders at the moment. Still has to play their 2 games with In It Bruv. Formulads as well has to play 1 more with them. So it's going to go down to the last game here with who comes first, second, and third. In It Bruv, you know, only 1 game played, only 2 points, but still in it. They're still in it, especially if they can get these 8.6 points, even 4-point wins against the Formulads Stuffers. And yeah, set up. And if we just take a look at all the brackets here, we can see how they're nicely shaping up at the top here. Group C and Group D, both definitely getting a bit heated and a bit spicy towards the top here, and yeah, it's gonna be good. We're getting towards the deep end of these group stages here. We'll take a look at the upcoming matches. We'll give these a refresh as well, just in case tournament's been updated. And yeah, there it is. Lots of games coming up. These times are in BST, so just add one for CST. So at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. tomorrow, we'll have bad laptop and bad Wi-Fi versus the really unprofessionals. Following up, Baril Forest and CX Punk Mark 3 will play an important game in Group D. 3 games on the Sunday, two at 8 o'clock, 1 at 3 o'clock. The Improv Variety, Meme Junkie, Blythe, Fanium, and myself will be playing, which definitely going to be a good game and an important one in Group A to see, the two favourites really for first and second seed, you would argue. Roulette Unprofessionals and Gaminifier 2.0, another good game in Group B and could determine second and third. Xbox Master Race and CX Punk Mark 3, another great game in Group D, which, Group D's are definitely the group where it's the closest from first to third, and definitely in for some good times coming up soon. So yeah, great. Gonna finish it off now. Great performances from both players, all players today. Just some unfortunate rips here and there, and that's what unfortunately to led to the losses of the maps. But you have to look at the positives. Formulads still took 2 important points from this game, and I'm sure they won't be complaining about that, especially against the type of opponent that Moo and Tapia is. I say one more thanks to Chris X3 for admin this game. He's done so many of this tournament. What a hero. It's the admins we have to thank for the matches. I'm just here to show what's happening, but it's the admins that check everything is done correctly and sends the spins themselves. So all for them really. Why these games can go ahead. We'll wait above you now. Thank you everyone for coming out. More games tomorrow. Check out the channel to see when they're coming through. And I'll see everyone very soon. Bye bye.